Good morning. Good morning. Things went awry today with Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade. I could not sign in, so I had to recreate all of my scans and everything within Street Smart Edge, and that's why I'm running a little bit late today. I was doing a whole lot of reconfiguring on Street Smart Edge, but TD Ameritrade, I don't know. I don't know what's going on this morning. I'm glad I don't trade with them. I trade with Charles Schwab, even though they both have the same owner. But it's whatever. I'm just glad I'm just glad I don't have TD. But we'll see what happens this morning. As of the watch list, of course, it'll be in Street Smart Edge here. So I got my watch list, and let me see what we got up here. So the way that I labeled it is this is the top volume movers list that was in TD. This is the micro floats, and you can see the little name up there, or maybe you can't. I don't know. Low float section 2. That should be section 1. Swap these right quick. Low float section 1 is anything between 10 million shares outstanding and 30 million shares outstanding. Low float section 2. What's up, Andre? Low flow section 2 is anything from 30 million up to 100 million shares outstanding. So you can see the shares outstanding out here on them, and then my micro floats. Good morning, Donnell. So let's look through and see what we got. And I also can't get the news off TD as well. So I just got the research tab from Street Smart Edge, which does give a lot of information, and it gives me the held by institutions, but it doesn't give me the held by insiders that I've seen yet. So that's okay. Holdings, ratings, insider activity. Okay. Whatever. We'll use this since TD wants to act up. UNCY is the thing that I saw pumping before I started all this. It was pumping up to, what is it, at the 226. It did break the $2, but it's looking like it's going to be a struggle bust today. It has some good news. It's been moving up for about 4 days, just grinding higher while everything else was going crazy. Yesterday I did see OCEA going crazy, but I avoided that stock like the plague. It did not give me my setup that I'm looking for. And I just really did not feel good about that one at all. But if you guys traded and you were profitable, I applaud you. That just was not my type of movement. Anyway, let's see. Top of the scan, TQQ, SQQ, SIVB, Sol X. Now, usually I don't see the TQQ on my scans, but I guess it's here now. It's going down. I really don't personally like the TQQ or the SQQ. I really don't trade those types. So I may pop them off real quick. Anyway, overall, I'm glad that I already knew how to set most of this stuff up, so it didn't take me long. It took me about 30 minutes to set everything up, all these scans and stuff, so I just ran through. But yeah, we'll probably watch UNCY to fail at the open, and then I'll be looking for some more action elsewhere. But right now, are you guys seeing any big gappers? I'm not really seeing any big gappers, though. After yesterday, I guess everybody's scared. Price performance. How can I get rid of those? May not be able to. Exchange. Oh, okay, there we go. So I only want bang, bang, and bang. We'll would that do it? Yep, that did it. Okay, cool. All right. Jump back over here to the scan. So I'm seeing SIVB down 62. Do we have anything that's gapping up though? Just not seeing it on the volume scanner if it is there. Of course, these last 2 weeks they've been weird because the catalyst hasn't been good, but it's still been getting traded as if it's good catalyst. And so the market has not been moving as naturally as it does flow on the regular on a good day. Usually I'm looking for some consolidation, looking for a nice accumulation, and then a nice breakout to new ranges. So I want to get in as it's accumulating, as it's showing me those bigger sizes, bigger levels under VWAP that somebody's kind of accumulating under there for a move up. But yeah, this is definitely a little bit different. I guess the one of the good things about having the Street Smart Edge scanners is that when I change them on the scanner, they actually change them across the board on my actual charts. So I don't have to come in, type everything in. They just happen. But yeah, today is definitely maybe a Freaky Friday where something pops off late, but I don't know. We'll see. Where did Tesla go? Tesla was definitely up there. Well, well, well. SIVB is actually halted going down. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to leave a TQQ up there then. Oh well. OCEA now back under. It had went all the way up to $11, dropped back into this section of the 833s. Definitely missing the volume that it had yesterday. I guess people went and actually read the catalyst. Now the catalyst sounded good until you realize it was just like a report that has nothing done on it. You know, it's just in the thoughts of the facts that have been researched. Section 1, Section 2. We'll see. Any kind of news popping out on any of these? Let's see, news for UNC. Nothing today. And that's another thing. I think TD has different news suppliers, or I guess you would call them suppliers. I don't know. News outlets that can supply the different. I can't even remember how to get to the news. I literally just did this. So basically, these are all the news outlets that they give you. I don't think you can add any. I think these are just the hard pressed ones in Street Smart Edge, but whatever. I think TD uses Benzinga a lot though. Has a little bit of news delay, but it's pretty good. We got about 8 minutes to the bell. I don't see any big gappers. I was looking. I actually have the top 20 on the volume movers list, and I'm just not seeing anything going crazy right now. Like, hmm. And then I have top 10s for everything else: micro floats, uh, low floats, section 1 and section 2. Section 2 is just a little bit higher float, and that's why sometimes I kind of just avoid those. Really focusing on the micros, and that low float section 1 is where the majority of my profits come from. But we'll watch it. We'll watch them. Micro float. Good morning, Lori Lee. Yep, my TD was giving me problems, so I had to make all my scans in Street Smart Edge and bring my news and everything over to Street Smart Edge. So just gonna have to deal with it today. I do like TD. I wish they would just I don't know, just go ahead and combine Street Smart Edge and TD. But the only problem is when TD is down, Street Smart Edge usually isn't. Six minutes to the bell. Nothing super obvious. And these scanners over here, I believe they update every 15 seconds. Is what I believe, yeah. Every 15 seconds. So they're a little bit faster scanners than TD, but I don't know, man. They just throw me off a little bit with how they look. I can probably customize or something later, but I just didn't have time this morning. UNC might rip today. Yeah, we definitely gonna keep that one on watch. My idea was that I wanted to see a whole $2. It has been ripping or not ripping, but it's been grinding higher for the last 4 days. And I like the news on it, but I needed it to hold the levels that I wanted it to hold, which was $2. And it's looking like, I don't know. We'll have to see what it wants to do above $2 here. It seems like a lot of action happens in pre-market on this one though. It's like a pre-market mover and then midday flat. Pre-market mover, midday flat. So I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. Or I say midday, intraday flat. The SPY definitely had a nice little rundown from the 400 down here to the 390s, a $10 or a 10-point move. SI will soon pull a BBY. Yeah, that was one that I had actually I think I had jotted down on my watch list because SI had it was crypto banking, and the government is trying to keep this crypto bank alive, get them some more investors to provide liquidity for their crypto bank. The other things that I was watching was VRAX, which went on back down under $1. CDIO, which was the detection of the coronary heart disease. UNCY was looking for the approval for the phosphate pill to reduce pill volume for patients with HIV/AIDS, diabetes, congestive heart failure. FRTX was the inflammation, but that was in mouse models. That's why that thing just failed. It didn't have any kind of human play there. Palantir wins $100 million deal with U.S. State Department to modernize data management. I just jotted that one down when I saw that news. AMAM was the breast cancer news we saw from a couple of weeks ago. It did go on quite a bit of a run. On AMAM, coming down here from the almost to $2, running all the way up to 12 on that news. What's up, Rudy? Rudy called out FXIX as a watcher for you today. FXIX or SFXIX. Let's look at that daily chart. This one, oh, that thing was up there. I don't know if it came down by splits or what, but it's been up there. Coming, and I see it on the 200 moving average here at the right under the $5. SI up 20%. It looks like the biggest mover on the day for SI so far. Or the biggest mover upward. SIVB has 62, is down 62% there. We are about to open the market, and I will be watching everything. We got about 30 seconds. Donnell called out CING up 17%. That's the scan I forgot to do. The under $2 scan. Okay, let me make that real quick while we're waiting. I was forgetting something. But we are open now. CING up there green. UNCY up 10%. We will see which one wants to be the stock on the day. I want to do a penny under $2 scanner. Seeing some of them go red, SI and CING down red now. TRK is still the leading penny mover at 32 cents with 23 million shares traded on it. Let me move this. I don't want a description in there. I do want the volume, shares outstanding, percent since open, percent change. Okay. Looks about right. All right. So that one's done. We'll see what happens with those little penny movers. UNCY making its move on up, pushing up these levels. Now, I am rocking the 4-hour chart, the hour chart, and the 15-minute. I got rid of the 30. I was just like, why is this even here? I don't use it. So I will put on the 4-hour just to see if it makes more sense. But usually I'm trading with the hour and the 15-minute. I do my entries on the 15-minute and do my analysis on the hour for where support and resistance is. UNCY previous high was the 258 for resistance. Yeah, Donnell says lame scan in small caps. Yep. Another one of those choppy days that really can take your gains down. I am green on the week. I only took one trade this week on Monday, but I have not seen much more opportunity for me, or I haven't seen my setup at all. Well, I saw my setup, but it had too much competition, so I didn't take it. Actually, I think it was supposed to be 50 million. All right, so I got that scanner set up for the penny stocks. They're gonna have to work to get on that scanner. All right, so let's see what our scans are looking like right now. We got TQQ, SQQ leading, and I actually put 20 on this one because usually on my TD Ameritrade, I don't see the TQQ and SQQ, but on these scans, it looks like it pops in. Right now, UNC is only up 14%, waiting for something else to try to take hold of the scans. In the micro floats, we see FAS, which is a $21 stock, $20 stock. Don't see any really cheaper ones. But maybe those $20 stocks will do a setup for us. I don't know. We also have BNED. BNED up 36%. BNED. Insert. And I will see what kind of news this thing has real quick. It's got 2 million shares traded coming up the scans. What kind of news do you have, little buddy? BNED. Oh, this is Barnes and Noble. Gains 8. So this is an earnings play, maybe. Higher than expected. Let's go do some research on BNED. It's got a little bit of range though. Move from the $2 up to the 242s, and definitely the biggest mover that I've seen on the scans today. So let me go and read up on BNED real quick. Barnes and Noble Education reports third quarter fiscal period. So yeah, all of this is earnings plays. Statistics. Let's look at what you got on your float. 28 million in the float. Held by insiders 27%, held by institutions 50%. But of course, Barnes and Noble is pretty known, pretty known brand. So, well, in some places, I guess. But I guess we could watch it since it is the biggest mover. Pushing up there. High during pre-market was 236 for resistance. And let me go to the daily chart, Barnes and Noble. So we see that it was once up here like 12 bucks or something like that. But we see it is right at the 200 moving average. What is this? The 250, right under the 250s. Had a nice little gap up from 181 up to the 210s and has went from that 210 up to about 240. So I'll definitely be watching that one to see what the pullback looks like. If I can take a little bit of if I can take a little bit of profit on that one. But we'll give that one some time. UNC pulling back now. I think my favorite on the day is Barnes and Noble for right now. Take a little profit off that thing if it comes back down and gives us a nice little dip. VWAP on Barnes and Noble is at 232 right now. So it's very close to a VWAP breakdown. Hopefully it breaks down. I want it to break down so I can play the bottom. But still pushing up to the 244s, doing a little breakout over the previous pre-market high, 236 up to the 242s. So let's do some calculations on what I would be looking for to take on this particular ticker as far as profit. So the best move on this one from aftermarket was 170 up here to about the 220s. And then this move during intraday, 207, so about 40 cents. So what would be a 25% take on that move? And this one was from 170 to 220. 220, 170, 50 cents. So about 40 to 50 cents. So what is 25% of that? About a 12-cent winner, possibly, that I would be okay with. I mean, I'd be okay with, a 5-cent winner, but, 12-cent winner, it's good. We don't have to take it all. We just need a little bit. So, hey, if I get 12 cents of profit off of this one, I'm going to take that and run with it. But I got to wait for it to come back down, though. I ain't playing it up here. Let me see. And plus, the first hour of the day, let's see, we got 30. So we still got some time on this first hour of the day. It may pull back into these ranges. So where would be a potential spot that I'm interested in? So out here on the 15-minute, we have seen it have some consolidation around the 218 and then some consolidation around the $2. Either one of these spots could be an interesting level to take some entries for. This should be a support line. Either one of these, this spot here, $2, or this one. But if it stops at this one first, which is what, the 215, if it stops at that one first, I don't know. I'm gonna give it time. If it can throw some wicks or something down into the $2 just to test, that'll be dope. So we can get the $2, try to get a $2 hold up. But we got to see those shorts come back in and take control a little bit because they are losing it. They are absolutely losing it. What's up, Daniel B? Well, on BNED and stocks like BNED, I'm like, and it's an earnings play, I don't really care so much about the float. I just want a good entry because it's going up, and I'm not looking for the moon. That's why I'm looking for maybe a 12-cent winner, not looking for much. Because I know it can chop around. I know it can get choppy, especially on a Friday. So I just want to ride the current momentum. The float really doesn't matter so much on this one. But float can help you. It can definitely help you. UNCY still up here 10%, trying to hold. CING going on down there. Not really competing on the day. BNED only 6 million shares traded. Can it compete on the day though? It's not competing with anything on the current scans. So I know these scanners aren't as active as TD Ameritrade scanners. TD Ameritrade was giving me problems this morning, so I just brought everything over to Street Smart Edge. These scanners actually update every 15 seconds, so you won't see like a bunch of volume moving and all of that because they're updating every 15 seconds. But my watch list updates live, so that's why I'm looking at both. BNED getting up there to the 250, finding a little bit of resistance. Is it 250? Yeah, 250 is the 200 moving average right there. This gap fill that it tried earlier. So it had a gap down here, went all the way down to 135, came back up to this gap fill level once and failed, and now it's back at this gap fill level. So I'm wondering, can it get any push over this gap fill level now that it's tested it twice? Is my I guess the start of my thesis. But definitely wait until it comes back to one of these support levels, the 2019, I guess you could call it the 2025 level or the $2 level, either one. We'll see. Getting pushed down there off the 250. This is my 4-hour chart up here. Hour chart and the 15 is what I'm trading on. I'm doing my entries on the 15-minute. Waiting for this VWAP to fall, or as I call it, the stupid line. Where everything can go awry. Daniel B, I hadn't seen you in a while, man. I know I've been in and out. I still been doing trades, but man, some days just get so busy. I just don't have time to like do any kind of streaming or anything, or I have to leave or something like that. But you know, still get my little green trades out of the market, paying little bills here and there. You know, one day I'll be like Daniel B and pay a whole house note in a trade. Or pay a whole house off in a trade. I said house note, house. OCEA going on down. That volume is definitely dwindling there. Not too interested in that one. Any other things that you guys are seeing that I may be overlooking or something like that? But for right now, BNet is like dinner time. Lori Lee says good except for being attacked by a bulldog. I was with my bird in the park. Nothing happened. Just a scare. Wait, you got attacked by Lori? What kind of bird do you have? CING. What kind of bird do you have? A pigeon? Nice. Is it one of the ones that's trained to like come back to you? Like you just let him go and he'll just end back up at his roost or his coop? Because I know those things got some built-in navigation systems. Pigeons can be fierce. Drifter says, Lori Lee, I don't like dogs either. All right, let's get rid of that. So we're narrowing things down. SI continue to hold this level here above the 281s. So about the $3, only up 6%, but it's getting some action down here on this previous support level of the 275. Bounced off that a little bit, 11 million shares there on SI. Looking at the level 2s on BNED, we see there's a 10,000 share position at the 230s, which is super close. Easily broken down. Let's look on deeper. Are there any big sizes anywhere else? Nope, not that I see on the books. We have a 22,000 share position up here at the 248s, right at the 250s. Okay, interesting. UNCY continuing to push up, making a lower high though on the 15-minute and on the hour chart. Lunar also blasting off here. This one had a huge fall down. It had no news on it. Go look at the news. Still doesn't look like it has any news. Let's see. But man, that thing was taken off the other day. LUNR. What is your news? Initiative machines to attend 35th annual Roth conference. Okay. Speculative startups swing wildly after closing SPAC deals. Statistics. It's got a float of 6.04 million. Insider, what? Held by institutions 261. See, that's some craziness right there. That's institutional holding is massive in that thing. Let me see. Lunar, do you have any shelf registrations? You did not. Okay. Well, yeah, Lunar's pushing up there. I'll put that on the watch since it's pushing up there, but I don't know if that will compete with BNED. We'll see. BNED. All I'm looking for on BNED is a 12-cent winner. That's it. And we're getting our drop here. Dropping back below the previous breakout level of the 237s on the hour chart. So we can go ahead and put that as some possible resistance and see if it can continue to move down. It is now under VWAP, which is great. That means retail might give up on it and let the shorts take control, form a nice little bull trap. We'll see. But right now, just around 10 million shares traded on BNED. Needs to ramp it up just a little bit. Lunar has a top up here of the 19. I remember the other day, I think it touched 20. No, it didn't touch 20 exactly. It touched around the 1975s. But yeah, definitely a big mover and can also give back those profits very quickly as well. We look on the daily chart for Lunar. It came down, had a huge move here from $8. Came into some consolidation around the 30s, ripped up to the 136s, fell all the way down, hit the 200 moving average, getting a small. This might be a dead cat bounce, you know, getting a little bounce before it continues down. I don't know, but I don't like this pattern though. So, you know. Getting up there, trying to touch the 20s up here at the top. Did not quite get the, what was the high on this one? The high was, yeah, 1975. Getting a little bit of resistance there. B-Ned continuing to come on down. So the first level of support that I was seeing was the 219s. I don't know where if that's going to come into play there. And then the next level of support was the $2. I just wanted to see, let this first hour close and see where it's going to close, how it's going to close, and if it can start to find some nice sizable support down there. Yeah, Luna was running, but I don't know. I don't know the reasoning behind that move. I don't really know a lot about that company. Actually, I guess I can look into it real quick. Don't know a lot about that company, but we'll see. Let's see what it does. Lunar profile. Okay, aerospace and defense. Employees 160, based out of Houston, Texas. So it designs, manufactures, and operates space products and services in the United States. Its space systems and space infrastructure enables scientific and human exploration and utilization of lunar resources to support sustainable human presence on the moon, as well as exploration to Mars and beyond. The company offers Nano Nova. I think that's the nano sign. I forget whatever sign that is. A propulsive drone that hops across the lunar surface, lunar access surface services, such as lunar transfer orbit delivery services and lunar data network services. It also offers aerospace engineering services to NASA and the aerospace industry. The company was founded in 2013 and it's based in Houston, Texas. Okay. So yeah, they're aerospace. Yes, sir. B-Ned coming on down. Looking for which one of these two is going to form some type of support. Don't know. Gonna give it some time though. SI continues to hold this $3 level. It came down here. Well, this is on the 15-minute. Came down here the other day, broke down to $3, came back above it, and is now holding this level of the $3. So it's at 314 right now. SI. Now SI, I believe, was the company that is it's a crypto banking company. They're into the crypto space. So if you're interested in that, you know, maybe want to put on your watch. UNCY did break out a little bit here. 12, trying to get to, I mean, not 12, 250 is looking like the spot that it's trying to get to. Did not do a beautiful pull down. B-Ned continue to push down as well. I want to see where this thing is. This thing going to get down to the 225s and start to hold this level for accumulation is my question. 221s. Still got a while before that hour candle closes. This level right here is looking like a little bit of resistance now at the 225s if it can't hold it up. For resistance on the hour chart there. And so we're just watching, waiting for that hour to close up and see if someone wants to start accumulation. This first candle had 5 million shares traded in it. On the 4-hour chart, though, we can see that was a big pullback down from that 250 level into this previous resistance level. So everything's starting to kind of align around here. But it is still green on the day, only up 5%, but up 26% since the pre-market open, still breaking down. And we'll see which one of these two support levels wants to hold. for maybe a little bit of a resurgence. It is well away from the VWAP now. VWAP was at 237. It is at 219. But I'm not interested in these small pops. I want to see the bigger time frames line up with what I'm trying to see here. Lunar continues to push up as well. Only 2 million shares traded. UNCY. So these are pretty much the four stocks that are really standing out today. My main interest is BNED, but we'll see what happens. Maybe UNC wants to take off or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. So looking over here on the level twos for BNED, not seeing any huge sizes out here. No 10,000 shares, 20,000 shares. Just kind of like the average of about maybe 4,000 shares or something like that on the ask. Popping up just a little bit, but I'm not interested. I want to make sure that this 225 is not becoming some huge resistance here. I want to give it some time to close this hour candle. BNED. Yep. So I guess during this trading and my last couple of trades and things, I mean, I've exercised, I don't know, ungodly patience. And that's why a lot of times I'm like, whatever. If I see something, I just put it in the Discord. See any price levels that I like, I put it in the Discord. That's why I don't stream it, because sitting there watching the market and understanding how boring trading is, watching it come down into a level that's not exciting. You know, everybody wants to get in when it's going up. But when it's going down, everybody's like, oh, I don't want to touch that. You know. And so it's kind of boring taking those low entries. It's not exciting, and then all of a sudden you get that FOMO coming in. You get that buying pressure. And the biggest thing for me was, or the reason that I chose this strategy, is because I needed something that could work with me personally. Like, I don't get a lot of sleep. I don't get a lot of rest. So I didn't, doing the whole scalp the top thing, I just get killed every time. I don't have the concentration. I'd rather just be patient and watch it come down into levels that I like and then take my entries. Um, I'm just more patient than I am trigger happy. So I just like, whatever. If it doesn't come down, oh well. I'm okay with that. Because this week I only took one trade, and I haven't seen anything come down much except for BNED now here on Friday, which has earning news. So I don't know. We'll have to see if this entry is going to happen or not. But definitely, there's definitely some kind of support down here, maybe at the $2 level, 215s. But I just want to let it play out for right now. If people are going to get trapped into a bull, into a bull trap and it drops, I'm okay with that because I'm not in. And I will be looking for that to enter. But the other reason that I picked this type of strategy is I was like, man, where are the most people making money on these plays? Like, if I'm a long, where's the longs making the most money? And when I look back at the charts, I'm like, man, those longs that bought low, they did pretty good there. You know, if their risk was managed and everything, and it rips, you know, like I don't know how much, whatever, they did pretty good. And same thing for the shorts. The thing's going up, going up, going up, going up. And then you have these specific price levels that you start seeing on the level twos get some action, get some accumulation there. And a lot of times it's, you know, not so much the buyers are getting tired or anything like that. It's no shares to buy because the shorts are shorting the whole thing, you know. Of course, you have some scaredy cats that'll let a couple of shares go, but you know, if you're trying to take a 10,000 share position, it's gonna try to fill you, and especially if you're doing market orders, and it may fill you on a drop. But yeah, we're seeing the 224s get tested here. Still not interested in this one just yet. I do like this 225 level that is showing some interest here though. But again, we got on the ask 225's 10 million, or not 10 million, 10,000 shares there at the 225. We'll see how that level holds and if it wants to give us a pop up today. UNCY did a double top, what looks like on the 15-minute. Finding more and more resistance there. SI hit it back down to retest that $3 again, I guess. So where would I put, where would what would be my risk management on this BNED trade? So I know it has a low of $2. If I get in at 219 here, yeah, that'll be a 20-cent risk. But if I give it time to throw some wicks down here and show me it can hold this $2, it may give me an even better risk to reward. I'm looking to take probably 2,000 shares on this one for a small little relief pop for the shorts covering. But if it doesn't come down, if it does too much, if it starts to those ranges get a little bit wide and it starts to get some strong resistance at the top, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it on the day. But I do like the setup. It just hasn't held for long enough for me around this 225 level. But the $2 level is pretty much probably going to be a line in the sand. Maybe I'll have a stop down here at 290. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I do like this little range that it's got in here. I don't like the fact that it's starting to trade within the cents though. If it starts to close down that range, that's going to be a no-no for me. A big no-no. Lunar coming on down. Face that resistance there and finding too much. It's bouncing on the VWAP right now. We'll see if it does a breakdown. Only up 12%. Is anything going to be competing with BNED with a 30% gainer? I'm not seeing anything else over 20% today. OSIA continues up. Had a little hold point down. Oh, OSIA, this was the one from yesterday that treated everybody like, man, OSIA tore some pockets up yesterday, man, with those dollar drops and dollar rip back up. So unpredictable. You got to get in that thing and just hold. Hold. Shorts continuing to win on BNED. We need to see that breakdown of this level of the 215s. But it continues to hold. UNCY getting on back down there. Continue to test and kind of go flat on the day, really. Had a little rip down to 220, rip back up 10 cents, and now it's going down. Got about 20 minutes till this first hour closes. Then I'll be looking for entries. Usually I let the first hour close out. Of course, I like to start the day and kind of see what's moving, so I have in mind, you know, what I'll be aiming at. But for most part, it's information gathering in the morning pre-market. Hmm. SI again coming down. I want to see how it holds this 285 level. Is it going to go ahead and break it down? It is red on the day. Look at the daily chart for SI. Had quite a bit of a gap down, two gap downs, 13 down here to the 769, and then another gap down, 478 down to the $3. So I don't know if that's going to be the best thing, trying to hope that thing switches sides back to the upside. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one off. Daily chart I do not like. BNED did a little fake out over the 225s. Let's see if it breaks down here. 225 breakdown, nice. So trapping some longs there. We want to see these shorts come on and win, man. Let's go shorts. Let's go test this bottom here of 217 and see if you can hold. At that point, 217, I'll be risking what, 17 cents? 17 cents down to $2. Just still giving it time. Lunar crashing down as well from the 1975-ish level down here to the 1750s. And I think BNED is looking like the best one on the day when it comes to movement upward, in my opinion. We have a 12,000 share position now at the 210s. So I wonder, will the 210s hold there for support? Let me add that as a note. $12,000 share position at 210 on the bid. Okay. What's up, One Life? Man. Trying to make a little cash before the weekend. Not forcing anything, just letting it come to me, man. Letting it come to me. You know, I'm trying to I don't know. I guess when I make a plan, I've noticed that like if it doesn't do exactly what I plan, it's probably gonna go bad. It's probably gonna go really bad. And usually I'm green as soon as I get in. If I go red too long, I'm like, I gotta cut this. I'm about to get killed. You know, most of my trades are immediately, up a bit. And I'm trying to, just continue to work on my risk management. How much do I want to risk? Like if I go in 2,000 shares, what am I risking? Am I risking, 10 cents? Am I risking 20 cents? What am I risking on this 2,000 shares? And how am I going to handle that risk? How am I going to let it play out? Because this one is a higher float, but I mean, it still is playing on earnings, playing around, but I'm waiting for it to come into some support. And right now, it looks like it's trying to hold up to 25, but that's not obvious support. That's actually obvious resistance on the hour chart. So I'm looking for a nice little slam underneath this level of the 220s. Because everybody wants a $0.25 level. They're like, oh, 225. Oh yeah, I'm getting in there. I'm like, it's not obvious support though. But we can clearly see on the level 2s a nice 12,000 share position waiting on it. Let's see if we see any big sizes on the ask. No huge sizes on the ask though. So the closer I can get it to 210, the better. Do a small entry and watch it go up with me. UNCY is just chopping around. Nice wicks to both sides on the 15-minute. Lunar continuing down under the 1770s. Back to the pre-market high here. Or back under the pre-market high here. Almost. 1730 breakdown. Only 3 million shares traded on that one. We got about 10 minutes until the close of the first hour. Let's see what we got here. Mhm. 63,000 shares right there on the bid at 230, 223. Let's see if those shares get filled. Will it need to move lower to fill these shares? 63,000 share position there. I don't know if that's shorts or longs. So for right now, I'm just going to wait till it decides which way it's going to need to fill those shares. But that was a quick one right there. You can go back and rewind that. 63,000 popped up there. That was a nice size. So let's see if they want to take this thing down a little bit for those shares to get filled. If that was a short, I don't know. Maybe a long, I don't know. 225s continue to get bounced around there. But somebody's interested either way. Could have been a long position, but I'm not trusting it just yet. 8 minutes until the close of this hour. OCEA continuing to go up. I'm wondering if someone took a 63,000 position short here, their backstop would probably be VWAP. So 234s will be their backstop. I want to see this thing extend away from those 30s. I want to see those shares get out of there, go down. But for right now, that 63,000 was looking like a buy. Let's see if it continues to stay under this previous candle, which was the high of 230s. Will it stay out of the 30s? And will they add to this position here? So also keep in mind the volume on the day. So first candle had 5 million, second had 3 million, this one has a million, and then now this one has about 500,000. So will some accumulation happen down here? 24,000 shares getting added in there. Let's see if that is short or long. Which way are y'all gonna want to feel? 30s, 31s. Little fake out breakout there. 230s got up to the 231. Let's see if these shorts can come in and hammer it. 32s only broke out for 1 cent more. I am not liking that. A 1 cent breakout? Come on now. That's going to instill some fear in some hearts right there. We have about 4 minutes to the hour candle closing. We did get that 30 fake out. We saw the 63 million in there. And then we saw 24,000 go in there. So that was about 100K shares. If that was a short, the backstop would be what, 234? If they're really brave, they could have just went up to 240. But yeah, definitely a fake out there. Liking it, liking the bull traps, but I want to see the shorts actually take a win, take this thing down to like test these levels of the 216 and possibly the 210. Another 20,000 shares going in there. They're accumulating right here at VWAP, the stupid line, looking for it to continue downward. So we will see if this thing gets the breakdown that they're looking for. I'm thinking it will. I'm hoping it will because then it'll enter some better prices for me. UNC up to the 250s. Did break out of this level and looking like it's going to be doing another wick. Coming back into these levels of the 246s here on UNC. Seeing a lot of wicky behavior here. Lunar had a nice pop back up, 1708. And this was what it was doing yesterday. Huge pops and huge drops back in the other direction. So just be careful if you're going to be trading this one, because these wicks may or may not be true support levels. It's just kind of like a war zone, because they'll push back into those wicks and they do not respect the previous war zones. They will dive into them. Another 12,000 on the bid over here. UVIX. It's only up 11%. Only 1 million shares traded. It is a lower float on UVIX. $21 out there. I just saw it real quick. UVIX. And all of these that I'm pulling off are just literally coming off the Street Smart Edge scanner. It just takes it 15 seconds to update. All right, so B-Ned losing a little bit of that gusto here. I want to see a push in either direction. Right now it's indecisive whether it wants to hold the 230s or not. I want to see this thing get down. $10,000 shares, 228. A lot of 228s getting actually filled. So the difference between this is the level 2, but these are the orders that's on the books. Depending on what books you use, you can actually change books. Let me see. Where was those books? Order, hotkey, account. There was some books that you can actually choose from, or maybe it's actually in here, into the settings, market depth settings. So you can actually choose what market participants you would like to see in your books. I have the ARCA, NASDAQ, EGDK, BATI, and VIRT in there. And you can have different groups in here. You can change those and manipulate the books however you want to. I just have the most popular books to see, you know, what large share size will be coming on. But now, B-Ned, come on, baby, dive. Dive through that 225. 225, not a whole lot of size there, looks like on the books. We're getting 228 feels, 228. Can we see some 227s, 226s? Is what I'm looking for. UNCY making its way up to the 250s and finding some heavy resistance. Only a 5-cent rip out. 248 up to the 255. I do not like that. Very weak pops. Channeling its inner grinder. There we go. 227s. Can we see a bunch of red 227s? Can we see orders getting filled below the bid for the movement downwards? There's a 26. There we go. Let's see some more reds. 26. Can we see a break of the 25? So this I would consider resistance, this 230 level on the hour candle. And I just want to see it stay below that. Lunar back up here to previous what looks like resistance, but it doesn't respect anything. So this could definitely get pushed through this 1892. You just got to take your profit kind of quick on Lunar because it'll take it back super quick. All right, let's look back over. Rudy's out here trading Lunar. He's getting in there. He wants to go to the moon, baby. Let's see. Another double top here on UNC at 255. Only moving 5 cents at a time, but maybe it'll get stronger here as more buying pressure comes. It is a grinder. A lot of red just came through there on the level 2s. 247 is the field that needs to get it going downward. 247s if we see that. 26 million shares traded on UNCY. B-Ned just not wanting to give up for me. Let's look at the SPY and see what it's doing on today. It's still going down. It's been trending downward for 3 days, looks like. Went flat for a day and then 3 nice days of downwards movement, downwards momentum into the weekend. UVIX on its way down as well. Only 2 million shares traded. And that's the thing. I wanna trade where the bigger hands are able to get in and get out. You know, if something only has 2 million shares, well, that tells me that whoever's trading it is trading smaller positions than 2 million shares. I'm trying to see those big positions get in there. Easily be able to get in with 1 million shares, be able to get out with 1 million shares. All right, here comes another test of the 225s. Previous low was this 219 on the 15-minute. Here's 224 break. Can we get some continuation there? They got plenty of accumulation here. Nope, not ready to go yet, huh? UNCY holding right below this 255 level. A lot of grinding action on every single stock today, even the low floats, the ones that should be just ripping, they're just not. Lunar retesting that 1922. We'll see if it can go ahead and rip that 1925. 1914. 1950. There's 25. Nice pop up there. Will it get the 1950s here with some excitement? 1936. It's trying. There's a 50. Can it go ahead and blow through the 1950? Huge range here. Huge 40 cents of range on the between the bid and the ask. So if you get in, you might just you know, either gain a nice little couple tanks of gas or lose your shoes and the skin off your back. Very wicky stock there. Crazy, man. Crazy pops right there. Very unpredictable of where it's going. Lunar and OCEA are two stocks that have definitely taken a lot of profit back from people. OCEA coming down through the 975s. Yeah, so this fall off of volume is an indicator that I may not get what I want on BNED. This volume on this previous candle was only 900,000 shares, so nobody's taking a million share positions on this thing and getting filled. So definitely going to give it some time. Maybe volume will come back to it, but at this time it looks like more people are interested in OCEA and Lunar making these moves. About to retest the 1950s. Right about the 1975 is where it needs to break to go to all or to go to new highs. Ooh, I get a message. What's this message? Okay, VPN setup, whatever. We'll get it. Barnes and Noble just is not moving like it's losing its activity, man. Don't like that. And then UNCY, none of these are the setups that I like. I like to get in low before they rip. None of them are giving me that type of setup. Okay. Well, I guess I will continue watching throughout the day. If you guys are interested, you can get into the Discord. If we see anything, of course, Reliable Rudy is trading this thing right now. I don't know if he's going to live stream today or what, but I'm going to drop the link to the Discord real quick. And I am about to get on down. I'll continue watching, but we'll see. With BNet acting like it's acting, I don't know. Did that only go to what in the world? Did I lose connection to one of them? Nope, I'm streaming to both. Hmm. Oh well. Okay, there we go. It connected to all of them. Okay, cool. Yep, y'all have a great weekend, definitely. Like I said, sometimes it's boring, you don't get to see the profits right there, but I rather avoid something that isn't meeting my criteria than just jump into it. Um, but right now I need to see UNCY and some of these other ones fail. Lunar is still getting too much activity. It's low volume, but still getting a lot of activity. UVIX popping up there through the 21s on to the 22s. So there's still a lot of things attracting attention away from the stock that I'm interested in. But anyway, that is it for today. Um, like I said, the Discord link is in there. If you want to check out the Discord, definitely do that. I think that Discord link only went to YouTube though. It should have went to everybody. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for me today. And as always, I will be trying to stay green every single week because, green days end up as green weeks, which end up as green months, which end up as green years. So, trying to continue the consistency. But you guys be careful, be safe, don't run into any more bulldogs. Definitely keep your birds safe. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.